This is Daglish Station. Daglish Station is the fourth station on the Fremantle line, located 5 kilometers from Perth in Zone 1, serving the suburbs of Joymont, Subiaco and Daglish itself, which became a suburb when the station opened on the 14th of July 1924, named after Henry Daglish, the first Premier for Western Australia from the Labour Party. During construction, the station was called Lawler Street and was planned to have a large freight depot where the residential houses are now. After that walk, I am now on the platform, which is a simple asphalt one with concrete edges. Platform 1 is for trains to Perth, and Platform 2 is for trains to Fremantle. The only way to access this platform is to use the subway that we just walked through. After you come down the ramp, there's this artwork here, and then if you go to the right, you come to Stubbs Terrace and McCallum Avenue. On the floor here you can see how there's a drainage line on the left and right of this small path. If you turn left in the subway, you come to the main entrance of Hammersley Road and Railway Road. Out here there are a few facilities, like this small car park, these bike huts numbered 92 and 93, and a drink fountain in the park on the other side of the road. Back up on the platform there is this lovely red brick hut with seating, as well as a sole open station smart rider processor and a bin. On the other side of the platform there are planters and these bike Urals, which no one's really going to use as they're just stuck here on the end of the platform with no safety, but whatever. There are also, of course, lighting and security cameras, and in the middle of the platform there is a help point and a transit officer booth inside the hut. Back here at the main entrance at the intersection of Railway Road and Hammersley Road, there is a small curvy path that winds around trees, that leads up to a bus stop. This is the train replacement bus stop for Daglish Station, as well as a stop for the local Route 27, with seating, shelter and a bin. There's another stop for the other side of the road on that side. Down here there is this bush which spells out the word Daglish. Quite fancy. You can see a better view of this on Google Earth. If we come back to the intersection and walk in the other direction, we can see this track split here. This is a turnback that was built in May of 2007. You can see here how the track split off right there, and then there is a long siding, large enough for 6 carriage trains. This was to allow services taking passengers to the Subiaco Oval to turn around. Of course, the Subiaco Oval is now demolished, so this is now pointless. Over here there is also another bus stop for the Route 27, quite close to the one on the other side. Oh look, a bus is coming right now. Now before we see the train clips, keep in mind that this was filmed on the 1st of April, the last day of the disturbed Fremantle line services, so these trains are only going to Showgrounds or Cottesloe. And that was the last train cut. But wait, that's not the end of the video. Remember I said I'd explore the Fremantle Line major impact? Well, this is the video for that. Let's go. Now, as we depart Douglas Station, I'd say it gets a rating of 3 stars, as it is more than just a simple hut station, with a safe subway to access the platform, a transit officer booth inside the hut, and a local bus route on the main road.
This is Karrakatta.
We are now approaching Karrakatta Station. During the half-line closures, train replacement buses started from here, as Showground Station doesn't have its own bus stop, but Lock Street isn't a good place for buses to turn around, meaning that passengers could get off here and go on a train replacement bus towards Fremantle, or they could go 2 more stops with the train.
Lock Street.
We just departed Karrakatta Station 15 seconds ago. Up next is Lock Street. The 2 stations are very close together, only 432 meters, the shortest on the network, tied with Perth and Mackay. There you can see the Karrakatta Cemetery on the left. And look, we're already arriving at Lock Street. This station is one of the most simple on the network, with plain platforms with nothing on them except a tiny hut on the western end. As rail replacement buses started from Karrakatta Station, but train services continued to Showgrounds during the half-line closures, this station was served by both buses and trains during that time period. Now we are departing this ugly station, heading for Showgrounds, the terminus of this train. Oh, look down there, that's dirt car park. I don't know if it's for the station, but it's just disgusting here. Look, the car's leaving right now. Anyway, now we go around this bend that we're about to approach and into Showground Station. Trains terminate at Showgrounds as the line between it and Fremantle is single line, as works are being completed on one side of Claremont at a time, and there is no crossovers for trains between Cottesloe and Fremantle. Only every 3rd train continues through Showground to Cottesloe. This one is a terminating one, however. And here we are, this is Showground Station. The train arrived on the bay platform of platform 3, and here is platform 1. So platform 3 is next to platform 1, with platform 2 being on the other side. That's just weird, but it's so platform 1 can be for prep. There is the buffer at the bay platform, and the accessible entrance to the Showgrounds with mobile infrastructure on the light poles. A good look of the station from the western side. It's actually a very nice station. It's a shame it's only open on special events apart from times like these. Now we're back at the main entrance. Down the stairs we go. Okay, so we're at the bottom now. You can go left there to the exit, or you can turn right here and go to platform 2 for the train to Cottesloe, but usually it would be Fremantle. Here we are, up we go to platform 2. And we're at the top now. There's the view looking back to platforms 1 and 3. And then if we come down here, on the left there you can see the bay platform where the train terminated. which stretches out past the main station to accommodate for 6-car trains. Now here's the view of the station from the eastern side. Showground. Okay, there's nothing much else to do here now, so let's just watch our train depart back for Perth. And then we'll go and look at Claremont Station from the street. There goes the train, straight back where it came from. The next stop is Lock Street. But we're not going to wait for the train to Cottesloe now. It's probably in about half an hour, actually. So we'll just walk to Claremont for now. Okay, we're now at the front of Showground Station. Very nice looking here. And we can go up this PSP all the way to Claremont Station. Here you can see how they made this makeshift ramp to connect up with the real PSP from this path here. They just broke the fence so you can come back in. Let's keep going. Above Shenton Road here, you can get a nice sneaky view of the road down there. Or you can turn around and the tracks, they're right here. And the road's down there again. Let's keep going. This is the western edge of the Claremont Showgrounds right behind us. And we can keep going. The PSP ends here now, as the rest of it's closed for maintenance or work next to the tracks. And now we go onto the road, which they closed one lane of to allow pedestrians. Actually, no, they closed the whole road to allow pedestrians and cyclists to use. Okay, now there's a train approaching. The one that came from Cottesloe, there it is. And it's going to Perth. Oh, the glare from the sun there. Bye-bye, train. And we can keep going. Here's the opening onto the tracks for trucks to get in. That's quite dangerous, it's just open, anyone can walk there. And look where we are now, where the videos seem to glitch in the Claremont video. Right here at the edge of Claremont Station. We're back where we were. Of course, the underground car park is on the right from here. You can go and watch the Claremont video to see that. But now we come all the way to the footbridge. I didn't need to film that part, as we saw it in the Claremont video. Here's some information that the station is closed, which way Showgrounds is. And now we can go up the footbridge. Box, it says construction site, which it is. Look at that. The platform is completely gone. It's just sand and machinery. Of course, the heritage building and rooftop has been preserved, and the signal box and everything. They wouldn't get rid of that. And then, oh, what's that little door there? Over here is the single line, which is in operation, but on that side it's closed as they're working. But on this side there's a single line which is in operation, which is why the station is closed. I mean, the station is closed because they're doing works on it, but there's only a half-hour frequency between Showgrounds and Cottesloe, or, well, actually all the way to Fremantle, as this single line here is only, of course, one train can go up and down, so they can only have one train every half an hour, which is how long it takes to get from Showgrounds to Cottesloe and back. Here's a view of the Claremont High Street and the bus stops down there. And then we come all the way around. Now here is the siding which they are constructing for Forestfield Airport Link trains to turn around. You can see that carriage there, which I think we saw in the Cannington video, parked up near the station, which is currently working there. They've already built the turnback. As you can see, the track split off right there. And it's long enough for 6-car trains, of course, for the B series when they will operate on the Forestfield Airport Link. Here's the view of the construction of the platform from the side. You can see it's just sand, rubble there, with those wooden boards between it and the tracks. Here's a better view of the turnback from the footbridge itself. And look at that view with the clouds and the trees up here. Zoom into the yellow engine again, whatever it does. Down there's the bus stop waiting area. And the bus stop itself, which they actually fixed, so buses stop in the right place now. Since the other video at this station where they didn't. And look, a train's approaching now. A loud honk for the workers to be alerted that it's coming. Hopefully it doesn't do another one when it's near me, or I'm gonna drop my camera. Here it goes, past the single line, past the station. Of course it's not stopping. Oh, that honk. That was so loud. I shook my camera. And off it goes, turn around. And we can see it depart past the turnback, around the bend towards the next station. So this is the shot of what it looks like now. At almost the end, on the last day actually of the weird train operations. There's just 3 more days with a full line closure. And then here is the view of what it looked like in the Claremont video. So this is old versus new. You can see there's no third track in the middle for the turnback, nothing. Just plain tracks. The train just stopped at the station, Claremont. And you can see there's also a pedestrian maze still there. Yeah, so they got rid of that. They're gonna replace it with a subway now, much safer. A quick walk down past the rebuilt bus stop and past the road, I can get across. And then here there's a lift which takes us down into the car park of the shopping center here. Open up, in we go. This is a really small lift. If we got stuck in here, oh, that would be so claustrophobic. Okay, this is the basement. We can walk through now to the travelators up to the shopping center. And then we can come back out onto the road and get a better view of the yellow engine. Here we are, right at the side of the yellow engine now. Zoom in. Good view there. Anyway, let's go back into the shop. Okay, so now we can go up these escalators. Let's just look around the shop a bit, see how many stories it has. So, basement, 1, and then the ground floor, 2, this first floor, 3, quick sped up walk. From here we can see the ground level and the travelators to the basement. And then if we come down here, there's this shop with a separate accessible entrance with a ramp. And then back here there are another set of escalators to go even higher up to the rooftop car park. So right here, and that'll be the 4th level. We'll time up these ones. And yes, here there is a parking machine, and you do have to pay for parking if you stay more than 3 hours, I think. And then there's another level up these stairs, which is just an even higher car park. You can see how high up we are. So that's the Claremont Quarter Shopping Center. It's really narrow. It's just this one hall with shops on all the sides, but it's, well, 2 stories and then the basement and the car parks. All the way down through Claremont Central, or Claremont Center. Okay, now I've come right to the end of the car park, where we get this good view. I don't want to drop my camera down there. We get this good view of the station and the tracks and the turnback from the top of the rooftop car park. You can see the turnback there and the station on that side. Just look at that view from up here all the way around. Okay, time to head on back down and catch the train to Cottesloe Station. Here's this automatic door. Let's see if it works. Nope, not opening. Step back. Yeah, there we go, that opened it. It's rare to see automatic doors which come outwards. Okay, then here are some lifts which you can take down. This one opened instantly. I'm already on my way down as some lady needed help. Out we go. This is level 2A. Just another car park. Most of the levels of the lifts are just car park. Now let's go back down to the ground level. And we are out, back on the ground level. Let's head towards the exit. Down this way. Okay, now I don't want to walk all the way back to Showgrounds, so let's go to the next station down the line, which is Swanbourne. A few minutes of walking later and we are at the Stirling Road underpass, which has a very low clearance of 3.8 meters, the same as the bridge at Bayswater Station on the Midland Line. As the construction works are happening on the left side of this black gate, the road here has been closed. Well, at least half of it has, so traffic going towards the Stirling Road underpass can still travel on this road, but traffic coming away from it cannot, as this side of the road has been turned into a new makeshift PSP with that yellow barrier on the right, preventing us from entering the roadway. See, there's even a School Zone 40 sign here on the road. I'm already at Swanbourne now, as I didn't have time to film any more of the trip to here, as I had to do a full-on run as the train is about to come and I don't want to wait another half an hour. The sign on the other side there says that Platform 1 is currently not in use, as trains are only on the left track. So here I am now on the left platform. There are some little bike rails there, and this is just the entirety of Swanbourne Station. This is a really cute station, one of my favorites in the entire network. Just look at it. There's the shelter on Platform 1 is provided by the path above the station, and there's just this little wooden road bridge crossing above. It's just tucked away under here for the residents of Swanbourne, and no one really uses it. A very quaint station, I must say. So we can come round the back of this shelter. They're hot like always. So platform 2 has a hot shelter, but platform 1 doesn't because of that bridge. And let's see what the information will say about the weird train
No
system.
trains are scheduled to stop at this platform.
Okay, that's just wrong. That is gonna confuse people if they believe that. They're just gonna think it's closed. That should be fixed. They have Cottesloe recorded as a terminus station, like the next train to Cottesloe, so I don't know why they can't fix that. Oh, and look, the railway, well, pedestrian maze gates are already closing. See, good thing that I ran. The train's coming in now. Here it comes, the train from Perth to Cottesloe. It is set 33. Oh look, the dot matrix and it says Fremantle, as they don't have Cottesloe programmed into it. Just like it did at Daglish as well when we were looking at the trains. So yes, set 33 and 26 are doing this. Now this is going to be very full as it's only a half-hourly service, so I'm not going to film in there. And we're now already approaching Cottesloe station. You can see the floor, how dirty it is in here. Because this is a unrefurbished A-series set. Anyway, this is where this train will terminate. Because of the single line. Like I said before, it allows maximum efficiency for the line. Out onto the platform. Again, bringing back memories of videos of my video from a few videos ago that we were here on Cottesloe, but it was much emptier at that time. Now this platform is full of people transferring trains. And this side is where the little shuttle will come to Fremantle. Oh look, there's even a little cute stop sign to allow the driver to remember to stop here. There's the car park and just the train itself on this side. Shouldn't be too long of a wait. It's been made that you don't have to wait that long for the other train to arrive. This is weird, how the sign says Perth on this side and Fremantle on the other side. The exact opposite to what it actually is during normal operations, as of course the train comes in on this side and then has to go straight back out, because there's no turn back here. Look at those pedestrian maze gates, they just keep blaring off those sounds, because they're very confused with what's going on as the train's not leaving. So people have to wait for a long time before they can get out of the station. Here comes the train, pulling in now, after a short 3-minute wait. Let's just skip forward because it's going really slow. Here it is, it's set 16. And I don't know what the other set is, we'll check what it is at Fremantle. Okay, let's get on now. First, let the passengers off. Okay, good, there's not that many passengers in this one, so we can get on. And also, it's a refurbished set, so it's gonna be much cleaner than that other one. Let's sit down now. There on that side you can see the train we just arrived on before. It's gonna go back to Perth now. So the two trains wait at the station and allow passengers to transfer between them to continue their journey. Let's see if we can get a better view of the two trains on the platform. Ah, no, too blurry. Camera's out of focus. Anyway, the doors are closing now, we're departing. So, can't stay here anymore. Okay, let's sit back down and enjoy some views of the ocean on the lovely Fremantle line at sunset. And that's the end of it. Hope you enjoyed that trip. Now we're at Fremantle Station. Let's come outside. Fremantle is a very bike-friendly station. Always see a lot of bikes here. Over there you can see platforms 2 and 3, which are very rarely used, but platform 2 is basically just platform 1 extension. It's just connected to here, it's the same thing really. The trains almost always go on platform 1, and even if another train has to come in, it actually waits for the train to leave before it comes onto platform 1, even though there's 2 other platforms. Those are like never used, because the train will just block the other one on platform 2, and platform 3 is basically special events only. People might not even find the train, as it's all the way down there at the end of the platform. Even these dot matrix displays have to say train departs from platform 1 at the bottom of them, because there's only one set of them, but there's all these 3 platforms. Anyway, come right down to the end of the platform now, where the trains used to keep going to stations like the Esplanade, which have been recently demolished, but the freight trains still go there. This is set 41, the other one. Oh look, the driver just put his curtains down. Yeah, anyway, here there's also a driver sign-on area. I don't know why it's here, there's no depot here, but I guess they just needed another one apart from Claysbrook, or in wherever else they are. Tag off now. Oh, I was just charged 5 times the normal amount as a default fare because I spent 3 hours in the Fremantle one. No one else does that. Anyway, it doesn't matter, it's still only like $3.70 or something. Out we come into the front of the station, or to the front, with its 13 bus stands, plus the cat stops, which are right over there. The Red Cat was taken out of service actually, I think last year. Hopefully it'll come back, but they said it might come back, but I don't like the fact that there's only one cat in Fremantle now. Anyway, here's the front of the lovely station building, and thanks for watching this extremely long video. I'll leave you with a shot of the train departing for Cottesloe at sunset.
The next train to Cottesloe departs from